Alright.
Whew.
Alright, let's see. What skills do we have? Probably none. Melodious voice? Okay, I have that. Alright, that's all we have. Awesome.
I thought we had at least 2. No, it says we have 3 out of 15.
Yeah, we've used... Oh, you know why? It's because Celeste's skill. But that just increases the number of mono coins you find. So that's a passive skill. It's not a class trial skill.
Okay.
We still haven't gotten any of the rest of those. Oh well.
Yay.
I don't actually know if it's possible to get all of the skills in one go. I actually don't know if it's possible. Because obviously if you play... There's like an after game mode where you can do other stuff, and that lets you unlock them, I think. I actually have not played the after story mode. So,
New Game Plus.
Yeah, well, no, it's not New Game Plus. It's like, hey, did you want to hang out with this person, but they died before you could finish? Here you go. Like, that's like
Everyone's resurrected.
Yeah, it's literally just you get to hang out with everybody. Anyway, so we've got that. Let's check the e-handbook. See here.
Evidence.
Yep, Chihiro. Killed instantly.
Her testimony.
Yep. Okay, we have the dumbbell. Has blood on it.
Dumbbell that's not Mondo. Oh, hey, Mondo.
Yeah. Okay, the e-handbook. Oh yeah, because we think that somebody may have stolen one of the dead students' e-handbooks from like the front room and used it to
get into the locker room.
Yeah, and used it to mess with stuff. Yep, there it is. See the main hall and handbooks. Oh, that's right. There was one that was broken.
Convenient much?
So, and we can assume that since Monokuma says it's unlikely that Leon's would break, I think it's pretty safe to assume that it isn't Leon's.
Mm-hmm.
So, but then the question is, whose is it?
No.
Alright, oh, you're right, Genocide Jack. Alright, so they were mounted to a nearby wall. Oh, right, we think, there was stuff like, we think that the carpets were switched from the boys' locker room, or from the girls' locker room, and it was swapped to the boys' locker room. Or, like, the carpet was, anyway. And the posters, that's right.
The posters just switched.
Yeah. Huh. Her handbook was not on her body. It was suspended, and she was bound with some rope. Yeah, and there's the disappearing stain. Alright, the extension cord was missing from the lamp in the library.
I feel like in our last recording session, I like had a really good idea on how this whole thing played out, but now I'm just like, oh shit, what happened?
Yep. Oh, that's right. Celeste Celeste was one of the last people to see Chihiro. She saw her in the warehouse. She blue exercise clothes, stuffing them into a duffel bag. She has not told anybody other than Makoto that she saw that. All right. Well, let's do this.
Let's go.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out...
Works.
Yeah, you should know how this works, but we explain it every single time just in case. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, Then I'll punish everyone besides the Blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Okay then, so, first off, let's talk about the murder weapon.
First, we have to make clear what was used to deliver the fatal blow.
Make your Alright. What was used to kill her? Gee, I wonder.
Chihiro's fatal injury. It appears it was the head wound. According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument, but what kind of blunt instrument could it have been? Oh, I don't know. I bet it was the iron pipe. Oh my god. Interesting. You idiot.
He says the iron pipe, as if there is an iron pipe.
No, he said and. I read it. I misread it.
Oh, he said and? Oh, I thought he said the.
The weapon had to be at the scene of the crime. There has to be something with the blood stain on it.
Alright. Blah, 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 blah. I forget how to focus.
Hit it! Ah!
I forget what the button is to slow down. There it is. Boom. No, that's wrong.
Objection!
Break.
Can we agree that the object that dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell found at the scene of the crime? It was covered in blood, and there was nothing else at the scene that could have caused that kind of an injury.
And the wound on the victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell. As far as I'm concerned, there's no mistake and no room for doubt on this one.
You looked at her head wound? Yeah, that's so creepy. Oh, you're one to talk.
You're one to talk. If you don't mind, I will proceed from here. Let's move on to the discussion of the culprit. Although, I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear.
What? For real?
Chihiro's killer is the fiendish serial killer Genocide Jack.
Genocide Jack the Phoenix. He just said that.
Welcome to anime tropes. Oh, you said something that's important. I'm going to slowly repeat it to myself. Oh.
Ghost in the Shell much?
Yeah, he was killed by this dumbbell. The dumbbell.
Not the dumbbell standing next to me, the other one.
The murderer is Genocide Jack, the serial killer. The murderer
the fiendish
is Genocide.
Serial killer.
The murderer is Genocide Jack, the fiendish serial killer. Whoa. Can't believe that I just came up with that.
Did he really kill Chihiro? I mean...
A new element has been added to non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Not at all, yes. For this debate, lines of white noise will appear to disrupt your reactions. Your truth bullets will disappear if they hit these lines, so think of them as obstacles in your debate. But there's a way to keep this white noise from getting in your way. Press the A button to attach the silencer, which you can use to shoot down the white... Why does he say attach the silencer? It doesn't, you don't have to, equip it and then switch back and forth between truth bullet and silent... That would actually be kind of an interesting way to do it.
That
you
would
have to
be
switch
cool.
back and forth, but that would also be, a lot to handle at once.
Plus, to do that, this game would need a budget.
I mean... Well, okay, yeah, no, it didn't have much budget. But anyway... but no, it's just literally you just hover the cursor over the white noise and just press A, or X if you're on a PlayStation device, and then it just, boom, it's dead. However, if you shoot an actual remark with your silencer instead of the white noise, the time limit will decrease. So take careful aim when you have your silencer out. Ellipses.
Why does the narrator have an ellipses?
I don't know. Oh, but if your action difficulty is set to gentle, white noise won't appear at all. In which case, you can forget about the silencer and just focus on the situation in front of you.
Well, we just wasted your fucking time.
Good luck and have fun. Well, they didn't waste our time. They wasted the people who are on easy mode. But we don't play on easy mode.
Which one did we pick again? I'm trying to remember.
I think we just went normal. I'm pretty sure we just went medium. I forget. There's gentle, kind, and mean, I think, are the 3 difficulties. So I think we're on the middle one. We're normal. We're very normal, because we're Makoto.
Oh, God.
Make your arguments. Genocide Jack case file. Whoa. So here's the white noise. The culprit is Genocide Jack, I'm sure of it. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
What is the point of that?
It's literally just to make things more difficult.
I mean, come on. There's just no proof for it. Hey, so speaking of Genocide Jack, I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is. Just end. I don't know who that is. End.
The thing Byakuya showed me in the archive, one look at that and anyone would be convinced. It shows that this was the work of Genocide Jack.
Alright, pause. Let's check. Genocide Jack case file.
Suspected Genocide Jack victims include, that's not important.
Yeah, they were killed the same way, mounted to a
nearby wall. The word bloodlust was found on each of the, oh my god, I cannot talk.
The scene of each crime.
Yes, written in blood. Profiling indicates the killer was likely a student suffering from a split personality.
Alright, so they were all killed in the same way, mounted to a nearby wall.
In other words, he's going James McAvoy on our asses.
Alright. I actually don't quite know where this goes, but I mean, we've only got 2 points, so I'm pretty sure it's the second one here.
Is it impossible? I mean, come on.
Boom.
Take that!
No, that's wrong!
Like Makoto's the only one that actually has evidence in this whole friggin' trial.
Yeah.
I might know one reason he could be involved. What?
Nani?
I found this file while I was looking around the archive and
I found this file, not...
I wasn't given this file.
Yeah, he just conveniently doesn't mention that Byakuya was the entire person who led him in there and showed him the file.
Yeah, Byakuya was just too lazy to present himself. I guess it's some kind of confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack case. What? That's kind of weird as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
The why of it is probably more trouble than it's worth, so let's forget about that for now. More importantly, it outlines all the specifics of every Genocide Jack case in exceeding detail. According to the file, there appear to be 2 defining characteristics in every Genocide Jack case. The first is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of every murder.
Next! Next!
I forgot about that line.
No, it's actually bloodlust, you fucking idiot.
I agree. But more important is the other characteristic, and it's something that has never been made public.
Never made public? What the hell is it?
Why don't you tell them, Makoto?
The other characteristic of every Genocide Jack case is, which the world at large doesn't know, is that I like thinking during Zolly scenes. If I'm not mistaken, it has to do with the positioning of the body. How the victim was positioned.
Yeah, it has to do with the positioning of the body. Oh, I know, the positioning of the body.
Is this a choice?
I got it.
Apparently, in every Genocide Jack case, the killer suspends the body in a certain way. Other than the killer, the only people who knew about this are the higher-ups in the police department. Because no one else is observant like me.
Well, but they wouldn't know that that's, like, the modus operandi. Like, you see, if you're a witness to one Genocide Jack killing, what are the odds you're going to be a witness to another one?
Yes, but these killers
You're not going to be a witness a second time. You're going to be the victim in that case.
Yeah, but these cases are famous enough. Do you think like a member of the press would notice that?
Well, they were saying that they were covering them up. Because they were specifically trying to cover them up, I think, to avoid copycat killers. They were like, hey, this one serial killer is bad enough. It'd be even worse if somebody tries to imitate them, and then we have 2 people going around killing people. I don't know, but that's what I would guess. Like, I would assume they're specifically doing, yeah. However, Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way. So, how did the culprit know about this when only high-level police officials were aware of it? There's only one logical answer I can think of. It's because the culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack.
No fucking way.
You're saying Genocide Jack is one of us? Yes. In fact, it's Toko.
That was
Genocide Jack's true identity is Toko Fukawa.
You lie!
What?
Well, hey, okay, wait, hold on a second. Toko was like...
Bloodophobia.
Get the fuck out of here. Bloodophobia or whatever. Remember? What kind of serial killer is afraid of blood?
Is Toko Genocide Jack? The answer is yes and no.
Another riddle? Man, why does this gotta be so complicated? It's a riddle for sure, but I feel like I understand it. What it means for Genocide Jack to be Toko, but also to not be Toko.
Dolly
to be
zoom.
or not to be.
Dolly zoom. Whoa.
The answer is that she's not just one person, but multiple people, right? Wow.
Oh, I remember this one. Okay. Can you tell what this one is?
You've
got
so.
6 minutes, so don't worry about it. just try and figure out what this word is.
I was gonna say split, but yeah.
Yeah, well, the pre-existing letters are H-I, so something, H-I, something.
I can't think of word scrambling puzzles right now.
Alright, I'm gonna give you a hint.
Pick an ass.
Yeah, alright.
Pick ass.
Alright,
Oh,
now what's the second letter?
Let's see. Oh, schizophrenia. Oh, no. Oh, there we go.
You got it.
Schizo.
That took me so long on my playthrough to figure that out.
Is it because Genocide Jack has a split personality? What? I think I read that somewhere in that file, too. They thought that the suspect might have, what do they call it? Dissociative identity disorder? Okay, but still, to go and say that about Miss Fukawa is... I misread that with the W first, okay?
Yeah. Is perfectly acceptable. Toko's strange behavior after seeing the body is proof enough that she has a split personality.
The one thing that shows Toko could have a split personality, it has to do with her behavior. Her behavior changed.
Like, I don't understand how they are just giving away the answer to the question. In the question.
Is it because we're on normal?
No, I'm pretty sure it isn't.
You're talking about how she started acting totally different than usual, right?
That's right. Think back. She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then when she woke up. I'm fine. Whoa, is that a dead body? Hey, are you dead?
Hey, you might want to close your mouth.
I am not used to that voice. Ah.
Oh, jeez. She must have hit her head real hard when she fainted.
I think she's hit her head real hard more times than that. The world has a front. The world has a front and a back, a top ending and a bottom, a sea of truth and a web of lies.
This is quite concerning. I mean, she sounds completely different. Why are we reading this again?
Because flashbacks.
She was acting funny, that's for sure. That melancholy tone of hers completely disappeared.
Don't go assigning adjectives to my tone without permission. Not to mention, once she regained consciousness and saw Chihiro's body again, she was utterly calm. In other words, within her is one personality that can't handle blood, and one that obviously can.
So when Toko trapped herself in her room, it's because she was scared of Genocide Jack?
Face. I won't let Genocide Jack have control. I'll drive out the killer. Drive out the murderous fiend.
In some of the most obvious, not so subtle foreshadowing ever.
Mm-hmm. Yep. The reason she locked herself in her room wasn't to keep other people from getting in. Duh. It was to keep her other personality from getting out, as if that would help.
Also, Rufumi, shut the fuck up.
Wait, what is the logic there? She locks the door. Oh no, I changed my personality. Oh, hey, look, this door is locked. Gee, it's a good thing I'm on the inside. Like, what was her thought process there? It's like, oh, I'll just lock myself in, except I lock myself in from the side with the lock. Like, you can't... If you change personalities, your other personality can just unlock the door.
Yeah,
anyway.
And she opened up the door anyway.
Yeah.
What?
Toko was afraid. Afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her, of killing even more people. How?
Yeah, how can you know all this?
I do believe you misunderstood her. What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this? No, what she wants to know is, how could you tell them?
Huh?
Last night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation. She told me a most interesting story. She said a murderous fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time. And that trepidation is what caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko?
This is all a lie, right, Toko?
You said you wouldn't tell anyone!
What?
You promised! I can't believe you lied! You have only yourself to blame. You came to me with your tragic little story. I didn't ask you to. This is the real world, not some romantic fantasy fairy tale. Besides, you broke your promise first. You said that as long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone. But in spite of that promise, we're gonna flash back to the same scene. I'm sorry, I couldn't keep our promise. But don't worry, never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again. You said if I kept my promise, you would go out with me. That's the only reason I promised. How many times do I have to tell you? I never said that.
Oh my god.
But you weren't able to do it. You just couldn't resist. You couldn't resist. Blah. Blah, blah, blah. Words are hard. But you weren't able to do it. You just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing, could you?
I like how Celeste is just standing right next to him, and she's like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah. I tried. I swear. I tried to control it. But your efforts were useless. What a disappointment. I hate you. Well, the opening act is nearly finished. All that's left is to hear from the person in question directly. The person? Whoa, that face. I don't recognize that sprite, actually. You don't mean...
Togo's body suddenly lunged backwards. Huge thud echoed across the courtroom, but in the next second...
In the next second, I died. Alright, I'm sorry. I need to clear my throat, and I need to drink some water.
At least do it with perfect comedic timing. Holy crap. That was hilarious.
Alright. Okay. I was gonna say I'm ready, but I'm not. I could never possibly be ready. But I'm just hopefully gonna try to embarrass myself as little as possible.
Alright, don't overdo it.
It's too late for that.
Well, hello there! Is it me you were hoping to see?
What the heck? Get her away from me!
So, you figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do? I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack. Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill.
What the fuck is this? Toko, what happened to you?
Not Toko, that's a loser name. And what happened is a textbook split personality. So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to one's faults.
Oof. She's so intense and has a venom tongue.
Like they say, sound in murderous mind, sound in murderous body.
This one is so different from the one we've come to know.
Yes, well, the world is composed of a front and a back, you know. Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little lie. Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun.
This is the murderous fiend Genocide Jack. This is
Sparta! Wait.
This is beyond insane. Miss Jack or Jill, can I ask you a question? No.
What's up?
That's actually kind of a cute face. If it weren't for the tongue.
Yeah, get the tongue out of here. Some of us think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that? That's the most polite way to ask if someone's a killer I've ever heard.
Well, I'll tell you, I am the mastermind of all masterminds. Just kidding.
And it's not true?
Of course it's not true. How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid? And another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are totally powerless. I mean, they just let this idiotic, bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town. Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is a pain, right? To live is to hurt other people. It's a necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living itself causes pain for everyone. Just kidding again.
Ugh, I cannot do that. That is the one thing I don't think I'll ever be able to do, like, in voice acting, is just, I can't do that kind of laugh. Ugh. This should be enough to convince you. This murderous fiend is responsible for Chihiro's death. There's clearly a motive, so there should be no doubt.
A motive?
Remember what Monokuma told us? If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed. Well, let's assume that Toko's secret was about Genocide Jack.
Watch it was about her crush on him.
I don't think that's a secret. If a secret like that came to light, Toko's life would have undoubtedly been forever ruined. So she had a very clear motive. So she had a very clear motive to never have that side of herself exposed.
Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. But sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit.
What?
But I can't imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre fashion. Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
Do you really expect any of us to believe you? Yeah, I could never believe a word you say, you monster. Ellipses. Maybe she's totally right about that, but there's something still bothering me. What she said, I need to get some more details about all of this. Excuse me.
Alright, heating up. Status of the dead body. Dead body, status report.
She's
Total
dead,
silence.
sir.
Yes. Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things. Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking. When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely. What more proof do we need?
No.
Give it up. You killed her.
Okay, I just have to focus on remembering Chihiro's body. That must have the answer. Does it? Let's prove that what he said isn't quite right.
Well, let me check here. So we said the...
Does the soundtrack have lyrics?
No, it's... Well, I mean, those are some vocals you're hearing, but as far as I know, they're just complete gibberish. Like, they're not even, like, it's not even just Japanese. Like, it is gibberish. So, like, I think people have found, like, a couple of the sample libraries that Masafumi Takada, the composer, used to, like, make the music. Like, they found some of the sample packs, and, like, I think they are just gibberish. They're just random noises.
That's interesting.
So,
That's interesting.
alright, so I know of one difference, but I don't actually see it being brought up. Like, I don't actually think we have any piece of evidence that actually says it in the description. Like, I know that they bring it up in the trial, so I know what a difference is. I just don't know if it's this difference that we're trying to point out right now. And even if it isn't, I don't know how we point it out when it becomes relevant, because as far as I can tell, I haven't seen any of the... Yeah, I can't see any... Yeah. Let's see. So we have... Okay, well, okay, I guess this does... Okay, there is something that kind of, says it. It's a little vague, though. So, do you think you know where we're supposed to shoot this thing?
There's only 2 places.
I think there's 3. So she didn't kill anyone. Then we have... Alright. So where do you think?
There.
That's correct. No, that's wrong!
Great! Are the methods of murder really exactly the same? I'm not so sure about that. I think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
You know what? I think I may have completely missed what they were actually comparing. Let's see. Okay.
It actually said boob lust on the wall.
Toku isn't actually Genocide Jack. Genocide Jack is actually Hifumi.
Bring it back!
Plot twist. Oh, maybe that's what they meant. Let's see. Your line.
Oh, I'm sorry. How's it any different?
Uh-oh, you don't know? Well then, human garbage, let me tell you.
Look who's talking.
I murder with passion and conviction. I consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of doing things.
Yeah, even though
What?
even though all the blood is pink and everything, and it's just an illustration, it still physically hurts to look at those scissors puncturing that wrist.
It's
Holy
brutal. It's brutal.
Oh my god.
Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce, everything.
Bet
What
your
happened
ass
to
I am.
Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using Ragu or Chef Boyardee.
Fuck you.
This is no creation of mine.
You do not speak this blasphemy. Let me rephrase that in a way that maybe makes more sense. Let me talk to you like you're a 5-year-old. There are two clear differences between the Genocide Jack cases and this one. There's one clear difference between the murderers.
I thought there was two. You just said there was two, but okay.
Continuity. In the photos from the other Genocide Jack cases, look at the neck and the stomach.
We can't look at them.
Here, you'll just see a clear difference.
Alright, so this is...
Oh, gee, I wonder what.
Got it!
For one, the cause of death is different.
Yeah, that's right, I completely forgot about that.
In the Genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way. According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors.
A pair? Just one?
Yeah, look at the...
Something... I think that may not be entirely true.
I'm gonna call lying on that.
Yeah.
But your hero died from a blow to the head, right? Ah, yes, that is remarkably different from the other murder. How did I not notice? Because I'm an idiot. Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their method? Then there's more. One more conflicting detail.
That's right! In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini, then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce.
That's really good. Could you please stop comparing killing people to cooking?
No!
So are you saying the other difference has to do with how the body was arranged? That's right, the second difference is related to how she was suspended. Question comes up. What is the second difference? In the photos of the other Genocide Jack cases, all the other victims were stabbed through their hands. Here you see a clear difference. What was used to suspend her?
I got it!
Do you remember what the killer used to suspend her? They used some kind of rope to hang her up by her... Interesting. Huh?
Sorry? You kind of just trailed off there.
I'm so sorry. My bad. They used some kind of rope to hang her up by her wrist. Yeah.
What is your point?
Well, in all the previous Genocide Jack cases, something else was used to suspend them. Specifically, pairs of razor-sharp scissors.
Oh my god, you know what I just realized?
What?
Toko must be diesel as hell, because they are suspended, those scissors are going through them, and they are stuck in concrete.
Oh, fuck.
Look, you can see it, like, shattered. There's, like, cracks in the concrete where the scissors went in. How much force would you need to jam the scissors into the wall with?
We need MatPat on this right now.
No, we need the other... We need Austin. It's the science of... Or the physics of... But, like, holy cow, Toko must be diesel.
Holy shit.
And guess what? I use my own specially designed scissors for murders and the arrangement.
Wait, what? She has her scissors specially designed? Don't you think the one person who makes those scissors would be like, hey, wait a second.
How do you know she doesn't design them herself?
She just said she has them specially designed. It's like she's not a...
I use my own specially designed scissors. That, like, my own specially designed doesn't mean I outsourced the design. It could just mean, like, she specially designed them.
But she's not the ultimate designer.
You don't have... Just because she isn't the ultimate at something doesn't mean she isn't good at it.
Like I said, I'm a professional. So naturally, I'm very picky about the tools I use. And you know what else? Big Mac said there's two differences, but he's Big Mac. That's a good one.
Oh. Are you referring to me?
Listen up, Big Mac. There's actually one more difference.
Le Big Mac. Huh?
My word, you really didn't notice. Take a look at who the victims were in each Genocide Jack case. There's a pattern there just waiting to be discovered.
Pattern?
Figure that out and it'll be as plain as death why I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl. Wow. Oof.
Jeez.
I mean, she's not wrong, but...
Let's see. There was a pattern surrounding the Genocide Jack victims that your hero didn't fit it?
Oh, yeah.
If you look at the names of every victim, what you'll notice is... Oh, thanks for telling me what the difference is. I think I figured it out. I know why she couldn't have killed Chihiro. I'm tempted, but no.
Alright, what do you think?
The last one.
I got it!
Is it because Chihiro was a girl?
Nope, we were actually lovers. Bingo! Bullseye! Right on the money!
What are you talking about? All the Genocide Jack cases, all the victims had something in common. Ken Harada, 32, Tetsudo Honda, 17, Soji Gaku, 23, Kano Ise, 14, Takeshi Yoshida, 30.
Okay, blah 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 blah.
Yeah, more
There's
names.
no end to it.
They're all guys?
That's right! The people I kill with such passion and conviction are all adorable little men.
One was 42!
Ah, I can't believe I said it. I'm so embarrassed.
The hell is wrong with you?
I can't help it. I'm just a full-throttle boy-on-boy fangirl, and the mopey side of me just hates it. But now I'm on the fast track to becoming a full-fledged fan, madam.
What?
I don't...
So, since Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little man, you wouldn't kill her? What the fuck?
When an Italian chef suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles, don't be stupid. I have too much passion and conviction to cross that line. That's the absolute reality of the one and only. We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy. But that's not all there is to it. It's a different matter entirely when you're forced to kill in order to survive. Quiet, lowly cur! Lowly cur? I would never kill...
1800s.
Yeah, I would never kill for a reason as petty as mere survival. And if by some fluke I did kill to survive, why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the obvious suspect. That does make some amount of sense. Plus, whatever reason I have for killing, I would never leave out my prized scissors. Who would go out of their way to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell?
Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in the school.
Any scissors?
Here we go again.
I don't use just any scissors. I only use my own set of high-class, envy of the entire world scissors.
Okay, whatever. There still aren't any in the school.
Are you sure about that?
F up.
Da 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 da!
Freddy Krueger, this shit. Ah, she's fully equipped.
That's right. So I can kill anywhere, anytime. Why would I resort to dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty scissors by my side? Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong. You can't, can you? Gutter dogs, all of you. Not to mention, I have no clue how to tie a good knot. So rope's totally out of the question anyway.
Ah!
Oh man, this voice is doing a number on me.
I have no idea what's going on anymore. Could such a heinous villain really be innocent? Heinous. That. The body really was suspended, right? And nobody but the police knew about that? Yeah, that's why we figured it had to be the real deal, not some copycat killer or whatever. Actually, hold on. There is one person.
Dolly Zoo.
One person who could have copied the Genocide Jack case. Byakuya! I'm kidding.
We going for it?
Oh, shit.
Who are you gonna go for?
Is that what we're supposed to do?
It was clearly Junko. The only person who could have been the actual series, the only person diesel enough to stab scissors through concrete.
Yeah, really.
It was me.
Can you do that?
No, yes, you can!
Oh my fucking god.
Oh my god, you're so stupid. You got it wrong this time. Think about it and try again.
It's like I just embarrassed myself in front of everyone.
He just went, shoot!
He just pointed at himself. Like, wait a minute.
It was me!
I'm guessing Byakuya.
You gonna go with it?
Yeah, why not?
Alright.
Oh shit. Byakuya. It's possible you could have found out, isn't it? You've had no problem gaining access to classified government documents or internal police records. Plus, you already looked through the Genocide Jack file before all this happened, hadn't you? Are you saying Mr. Togami did it?
Then the reason he pushed the theory of Genocide Jack being the killer so hard was because he wanted to pin the crime on her.
Wow, I like how she just totally stated that the reason Byakuya wanted to pin the crime on her was because he wanted to pin the crime on her.
Wait, hang on, what?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, so the reason he wanted to tell us that she was the killer was because he wanted for us to think she was the... Yeah, what? That's a good point. Good job, writers. I don't know whether that was the translation or whether that's just how it was written. I don't know. Writing in the first game is... I think it's a little hit and miss, personally.
It all comes together.
Yes,
Crack the code.
Genius. He blamed her for it because he wanted to blame her. Wow.
Fuck. Who knew?
So, he rearranged the scene to disguise it and make it look like I'd put my stamp on it. The adorable... Oh my god, that face!
Ah.
Wow. The adorable glasses man was behind it all. Ah, I'm on fire.
Well, Byakuya, what's your response?
Probably disgust at Kyoko for being on fire.
Yeah.
Just, ew, that's gross. I see. So now the suspicion falls on me. Then I must ask, when would you say I began acting suspicious? Surely you must have an answer.
Looking back and thinking about it now, why the hell would you give me all that information I could use against you? The way you were acting right before we discovered the body was a little strange.
And the locker rooms. They're suspicious. Very suspicious indeed. Wouldn't you agree?
That's suspicious.
Shut up, I just know these things. It seems nobody searched the locker rooms. Let's start with the girls' locker room.
You wanted to go to the girls' locker room right away, right? But since you're a guy...
That makes it weird!
You creep!
I should naturally have thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say? The victim was Chihiro, a girl. Hence why I said we should check the girls' locker room.
Nothing strange about that, I'd say. On the contrary, there's something very strange.
Okay then, what's so strange about it? Go ahead, share with the rest of the class.
Did you bring enough for everybody? There was a clear contradiction in what Byakuya just said. I need to make it clear to everyone.
A new element has been added to non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more?
No!
Yes.
Oh.
Next, we're going to add something called a truth flashback. Oh, that's right. I forget if they actually... I think they actually do use this in later games. I just forget because it's not used very often. If you aim at a weak spot and hold...
Is it basically you have to press the button during one of the flashbacks?
No, it's not a flash... Like, a truth flashback is just the name of it. It's going to explain it here. If you aim at a weak spot and hold down the Y button...
Why is that necessary?
I have no idea. Then you'll memorize that weak spot. This memorized phrase can only be shot once as a single truth bullet. So it means if you go to a weak spot, you can copy it and turn it into a truth bullet to use somewhere else.
Ooh.
But once you shoot it, it goes away. Like, not permanently. Like, you just have to pick it back up again.
Ah.
If you shoot or change the truth bullet, it will disappear from your truth cylinder. However, you can use this flashback feature as many times as you want. If you don't seem to have the answer to a lie or contradiction in your loaded truth bullets, it might be wise to memorize a different weak spot and use that to make your case. So basically they're saying, hey, guess what? If you don't actually have a piece of evidence that refutes this, you can take what someone else said and use it. When's the best time to flashback? Well, you'll just have to use your keen wits, won't you? In this case, though, I will say that if you don't use a flashback, you won't be refuting anything. Well then, good luck and have fun. GLHF.
Is the narrator Monokuma?
Maybe. Alright, usually if the only truth bullet is Monokuma file, I think that usually means it's obviously you need to do flashback. Yucky is acting kind of weird before we found the body.
Weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird how? You got presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room. You out? No. That's a natural reaction for any guy.
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl. So of course I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for pointless distractions. What's so strange about that?
No issue.
I like how Toka still... Ah!
I like how Ifumi has said a grand total of like 8 things so far, and none of them have been helpful.
It's just like Hagakure. Well, actually, no, because even Hagakure usually, like, his points, like, they're always wrong, but they help point us in the correct direction because they're wrong. Hifumi's are just unrelated.
Because it doesn't make sense how he could have known before we even found out. I think I did not read that.
No, that is the correct, like... Oh, okay. I didn't see that first bit of the sentence. Oh, well.
Hearing Byakuya's comment about Chihiro being a girl, I realized there's a clear contradiction there. Because it doesn't make sense how he could have known before we'd even found it.
Yeah, that's true. How would he know that the victim was a girl? Like he's saying, oh, I went in the girls' locker room because Chihiro was a girl. But we hadn't found the body yet, so how would he know that that there was a victim at all, and B, how did he know that it was going to be a girl?
Edgeworth would be proud of this basic logic.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Genius.
Okay, but I need to make the contradiction clear. It's not like I could just talk about it right now.
Zoop. And
before we found the body.
Boom.
Take that!
Before we found the body. No, that's wrong.
Break. I'll tell you what's so strange about it. Because up until we recently discovered the body, we couldn't have known who the victim was. So you claim that you went to the girls' locker room first because Chihiro was the victim doesn't hold up, you idiot.
It doesn't even, like, it's not even that it doesn't hold up, it just doesn't make any sense. It's like, how could you possibly know who the victim was before we knew there was a victim in the first place? I see. That's a good answer, I must admit. Oh, interesting. Very interesting indeed. But your reasoning is still too weak. I think I might have skipped one. Nope, I did not.
Nope. The game skipped one. Huh?
What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've gotten more than that. Go ahead, show us.
What's with Byakuya's attitude? It's like he doesn't even care. Have you met him?
Have you
got
met
him cornered.
me, bitch? I don't
I've got him
care.
cornered, but he's acting like it has nothing to do with him.
That's because it doesn't have anything to do with me, obviously.
Dude, spoilers.
What's the matter? You're not finished already, are you? There must be more to it.
There is, I think.
There is more to it. Think about it.
Hey, you have not been helpful this whole time.
Well,
Jesus.
Well, excuse me, Mr. Protagonist. What am I supposed to do? We just talked about the differences between this case and past Genocide Jack incidents. The proof you're looking for is hidden in there. Oh? Proof that I'm the culprit, you mean?
The difference between this case and other Genocide Jack murder. The evidence that proves Byakuya is responsible is hidden in there?
Here's where we do that thing I was thinking of earlier.
What could it be?
Golly zoom!
Whee!
Make your arguments. Library desk lamp. He clearly bludgeoned her with the desk lamp. It was clearly Hifumi. What was the difference between the cases? You want me to explain it again?
No.
When I went to kill, I used my very own special scissors. And I used those same scissors to arrange the body. But Chihiro was suspended with... It was some kind of rope, was it not? Hang on. I need to check what does this one actually say? Okay.
That's right, absolutely was. And there must be something very fishy indeed about that rope. Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh? I've never seen that rope.
Sorry, I did that instinctively. I'm sorry.
I figured it out.
Okay, good.
I'm pretty sure you have seen it before. Because you see the rope, or should I say... that extension cord.
See, why would we call it a rope except to deliberately obfuscate the fact that it was clearly an extension cord?
Yeah.
I don't know. I take issue with that. I've always
screenwriting logic. What? An extension cord?
Well, I mean, of course Hifumi wouldn't know.
Yeah. Byakuya. You used the extension cord in the library more than once, haven't you? And the same extension cord that was in the library all this time went missing after the murder. There's no way someone who uses that extension cord as much as you wouldn't discover that. Then Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord. I can't imagine any other possibility. I'm talking really fast. Fucking reason.
That's really what you think. And your conclusion is something like this. I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, then hung her up and wrote the bloody message. I intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it. Is that about right?
Yeah. He's doing it again.
Oops, I did it again.
He's totally calm, totally unconcerned. As if he's not even involved. Man, who would win at a game of poker, Celeste or him?
Celeste.
Mystery solved. Wait, not even involved?
What's wrong? I asked if you think that's what happened.
Oh, yes, that's what happened. So that's it, right? Byakuya's the killer?
I don't disagree with not disagreeing.
He kept calling this a game, right? So he'd totally be willing to do something like this to win. I'm sorry, but could we hold on just a second? I have to use the bathroom. I think we need to talk about this a little more. Huh? Do we really need to? We've already decided who did it. I know, but still. There's something that's still bothering me.
Is that right? And what, pray tell, is still bothering you?
I killed her in the girls' locker room and then disguised my crime.
Confession.
Specifically, I dressed it up to make it look like it was the work of a homicidal psychopath.
Double confession.
What about all that bothers you?
Wait. He just confessed. What was that just now? Something's not right. Chihiro's body was definitely found in the girls' locker room, but does that mean...
Wait, what did he say?
Wait, go back up. Okay, not.
Oh.
Yeah, that's weird. Chihiro's body was definitely found there. Can I really just accept what Byakuya has said as the truth? No, I don't think so. There's definitely something off about what he said. Scene of the crime.
I got it!
You say you killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right? But are you sure about that? Isn't it possible that the murder took place somewhere else? And this is where all the switching comes into play.
How disappointing. What kind of question is that? Even in the world of disappointments, this is a true letdown. She was found dead in the girls' locker room. There was absolutely no question about that. How could the scene of the crime have been anywhere else?
Well, I think it's entirely possible that she was killed somewhere else, then carried there later, along with the rest of the murder scene.
The rest of the murder scene? See, this is why Byakuya would not win at poker. Because, see, he's like, what? That was awfully specific. Please tell me you have a reason for saying all of that.
I believe I do. Hey, Byakuya, did you just take off your guard?
No.
Did I just take you?
There,
did I just take you off guard?
There you go.
Yeah. When the story suddenly moved to the crime scene, Byakuya, who had been so confident up until now, maybe Byakuya never even realized that the actual scene of the crime could have been somewhere else. Hey, don't just move on without permission. What do you mean she was killed somewhere else? Oh yeah, I forgot. No,
Come on, Makoto. If there's any chance the murder took place somewhere else, let's see the proof.
Evidence that shows the murder took place somewhere else. There's something that was totally switched between the boys' and girls' locker room. Rugs!
Rugs?
Yes.
Wait.
If not, the murder weapon. There it is.
Oh,
wait. Let's go with the posters first.
Posters first?
Yeah.
Alright. There you go.
Take that. Proof that she was killed somewhere else is the poster that's hanging on each locker room.
Your proof is some posters?
The poster in the girls' locker room was a picture of a big boobs supermodel, but don't you think that's kind of strange? Especially one that's covered in jelly donut filling?
Pepto-Bismol.
Same thing. Except not at all. Why would the girls' locker room have a poster like that?
Yeah. I bet those massive jokes of hers were totally fake. Yeah,
Yeah, it's an easy bet to win. Dude, just stop doing the laugh, man.
I need water. Okay.
I need it. Meanwhile, the boys' locker room had a poster of a super popular boy band and Tornado. Again, that doesn't really seem to belong in a boys' locker.
So you're saying that maybe the posters were switched?
Because stereotypes. There's also one other thing I noticed about the rooms. You know what I'm talking about, right, Sakura? You're referring to my protein coffee, aren't you? Protein coffee? While I was in the girls' locker room, I spilled some protein carpet. And I noticed that after the murder, the stain had been totally scrubbed away. Oh, excuse me. No, it's not that the stain was scrubbed away.
We should take the stain and push it somewhere else.
You've been waiting for that one, haven't you?
Maybe. Alright, we know what to do here.
Take that!
I got it!
The stain in the girls' locker room carpet wasn't scrubbed away.
It's first grade, Byakuya.
In fact, I found it on the boys' locker room carpet. That's definitely the stain from my protein cup. I gave it the totally wrong voice on that one.
Yeah. Then, does that mean that the carpets were switched too? But why would anyone do that?
To move the murder scene from one locker room to the other, it's certainly plausible, don't you think? What?
Nani?
In other words, in order to completely swap the scene of the crime, the bloodstained poster and carpet were moved along with the dead body.
So whoever killed Chihiro, when they were like, oh shit, blood got on the poster. Crap.
Moves everything.
This is a problem.
By doing this, the killer was able to change the entire room where the murder took place. I mean, no, the room's still the same, he just changed some furniture.
I can certainly follow your reasoning, but why would the culprit bother doing that?
Huh? What? You haven't...
Why would they go to all that trouble of switching the scene of the crime? Actually, an even bigger question. If the murder did take place in the boys' locker room, then how did Chihiro get in the boys' locker room in the first place? Well, it's the same question as to how did Byakuya kill Chihiro in the girls' locker room?
Yeah, really.
So it's like, clearly, somebody stole somebody else's handbook. Either Chihiro stole somebody's handbook, or Byakuya stole somebody's handbook. Or somebody stole somebody's handbook.
And we found that handbook.
Chihiro stole Byakuya's wait. No. I don't think that's right.
Next. Ah!
To get into the locker rooms, you have to swipe your e-handbook across the card reader device. But Chihiro's handbook should have only allowed her to access the girls' locker room. She had no way to get into the boys' locker room to begin with.
No, she did have a way. And I can tell you what it was. Oh my god, someone else is helpful.
I highly doubt that. Since when has he been actually correct? Tell me, please.
Shut up! I'm telling you. I know how she could have done it. Is he right? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow? It sounds like the music to a Capcom fighting game.
Yeah, it actually is. Yep. Is it really possible? Alright, let's check what this says. So, the Broken E Handbook. Alright, so we're saying here that we're assuming that the Broken Handbook is... Okay. I don't actually know if this is... I think we might have to flashback here. I don't know. Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Ah, I've got it. She must have hacked her e-handbook. She was the ultimate programmer after all. Oh, not a bad thought.
That's yeah, that's actually...
I'm sure that would have been no problem for her.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. She used the thing that was in the main hall. Huh? What thing? You were so clueless. Talk about Leon's handbook, of course. Take that!
No, that's wrong! Game over. No! I meant that was actually wrong.
I don't think Chihiro used Leon's handbook. Why not? Because Leon's handbook was broken. I mean, you try taking 5,000 baseballs to the face.
Okay.
Ah. Oh, well then I guess that'd be pretty impossible, huh? I am struck silent by how quickly you gave up.
Plus, isn't there a regulation against using someone else's handbook? Actually, the rule states that loaning your handbook is prohibited. It says nothing about borrowing one. Or, hello, stealing one. In other words... Okay,
That's not how borrowing works. I'd just like to point out, this is not borrowing. This is...
Loaning and borrowing is the same
taking.
thing, technically.
It's not, well... Yeah, actually, loaning and borrowing are pretty much the same thing. This is taking. In other words, you could borrow a dead person's handbook all you want, and you'd be safe. Yup. Hit the nail square on the noggin. Wait. What? Oh.
This
because noggin and head. Oh. I thought it was like you were hitting someone's head with a nail, and I was like, unless you're also using a hammer, that's not going to do much.
But he's also sadistic.
Yeah,
So...
well, you know. It is what it is. Of course, if it were broken, that wouldn't make any sense anyway.
So then she must have hacked hers, like I said. She used her ultimate programmer skills, and...
You can't fix an e-handbook. The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts blaring.
So if she didn't use Leon's handbook, then she didn't modify her own handbook. Maybe Mr. Niyagi's initial assumption is just wrong. It seems like there's no way she could have got into the boys' locker room, so I guess... So... Okay then, I vote for Byakuya. What the fuck?
Byakuya is most certainly not fine.
Is that it then? Shiro was killed in the girls' locker room and Byakuya is the one who did it? Really?
You're getting really quiet, by the way.
Sorry, I was talking really quiet. But still, I don't know what else I can do.
Hold
if
on
only
a
someone
sec.
else would be helpful.
Yeah.
Oh shit,
Yeah.
someone else is helpful.
Hey, did someone ask? Someone was complaining earlier about me not being useful. Do you need my help, rookie? You need my help, Mr. Protagonist?
Yes, I do.
Side character, gonna need to come and help you out, huh? You can't do it on your own?
I'm too ordinary for this shit.
Yeah, well, I don't care. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I agree with you, though. I think you're on the right track.
What the? You finally decided to open your mouth and that's what you've got to say?
That's a good one.
There's no way she could get in the boys' locker room, right? So...
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way she could have gained access.
What? What are you talking about? What other way is she gonna say that Shiro could have just gone in at any time?
I don't... Well, to explain that...
Oh, sorry.
Excuse me, Mr. Protagonist. I'm speaking now. Let the person who apparently has more of a clue than you do. I don't know why I have more of a clue than you do, but I just do. It's because I spend all of my time not talking and I just sit here thinking about things. That's the secret. If you would just shut up for once in a while, you might actually be able to listen to your own thoughts. Why don't we take a little break from the trial? I'd like all of you to come see something. Wait! Just what do you think you're doing? Don't worry, this will make the whole trial more exciting. I'm sure that thought must please you. Huh? It'll make things more exciting? Well, alright then. I declare an official class trial recess.
To quote Sakura from earlier, I am shocked on how quickly he gave up on that.
That's a good one.
Huh? For real?
Now then, what is it you want to show us? It better not be boring, or I'll be very unhappy.
It's this Glock I have in my fucking back pocket.
I'm secretly the ultimate shoot you in the face. Huh. This is my secret power. Oh, I have no doubt it'll meet your lofty expectations. So, shall we go?
That was the stupidest joke I've made all throughout this whole playthrough. So before I even knew what was happening, the class trial had been put on hold. We had a field trip with Miss Frizzle. We headed off with Kyoko in the lead.
Please let this be a normal field trip. With Kyoko? No way!
No way! And where she took us was...
a dead end, and then she pulled out a gun.
So stupid. Oh my god. girls' locker room.
As it turns out, the crime scene was never moved. They simply just changed the sign.
Motherfucker.
It's just like the last case. This is actually the guy's locker room was actually the girl's locker room.
No. The probably searched this place top to bottom. What are you trying to pull, Missy? What the hell?
Don't call me Missy. Please.
For real? What? That was such an asshole thing to say.
I'd like you to examine the victim's body one more time.
You want to check it again?
Be sure to examine the entire body very carefully. Take your time. Not like that. Not like that, you stupid buffoon.
And not you.
Yes, definitely not.
You go to the corner.
Oh! Wow, he actually doesn't want to. Well, you know what? It is a corpse. Even he has some limits here.
No, he doesn't. It's probably best if you don't run my hands all over her girl's dead body. Yeah. I'm sorry. My screen's lagging. Okay, there we go. It's not that I'm creeped out or anything. It's just based on religious grounds, you know. Very well. I'll do it. But you're a girl. You shouldn't have to touch dead body. Just let one of the boys... Oh my god.
Do you want... Are you sure about that, Hina?
No, it's okay. I think Chihiro would rather have an examiner. So just leave this to me. Sakura?
What is this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action? Is that what you two are about?
That's not it at all. Stop screwing around. Okay, here I go. You don't have to prep us like that. Just fucking do it. Alright, this is better. I'm sorry, Chihiro. Please excuse me for the intrusion. Putting her hands together in a brief prayer, Sakura then began to quietly examine her body.
Be sure to check her entire body, and I believe we will solve this particular mystery.
Her entire body? I know you say that, but... What does this... Going full Akuma here. What is it? It's not possible. Not possible. No, that's not true. That's impossible. Sakura's eyes were staring wildly at Chihiro's lifeless form. Her massive frame trembled. This girl is... Is what? It's a boy! Whoa, shit.
You see that coming?
Kinda, actually. I mean, yeah, I'll explain later. Ah, I see. So she was actually he. Interesting. Thank you for confirming this fact. What the fuck were you thinking? What?
Can I just say the voiced delivery of that line is great. He's like, I see. So she was actually a he. Interesting. Thank you for confirming this fact. What?
That still sounds weird. You're joking, right? I wouldn't joke about this. Then it's really true? Yes, that's what not joking means. Chihiro was a guy?
So this is why Kyoko was really feeling up the body earlier during the investigation. She just does that. Oh, what? You guys didn't know? Heck, I knew that right off the bat. Chihiro Fujisaki was totally a guy. He was a cross-dresser? Oh no, I'm really on fire! I wish I had killed him!
Oh my god.
So that's what Kyoko wanted to show everyone, huh? Interesting. Yes, that certainly does make things much more exciting. Now, let's ride this wave of excitement back to the courtroom and get back to the trial.